Unhealthy eating habits have contributed to a lot of health problems epidemic today. Health problems like diabetes, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, arthritis, cancer, health disease, and so on. The good news is, if you can control what goes into your mouth and your body, you will live your best. For what you put into your mouth determines how well or sick you live. You and I know that poor diet is associated with major health risks that causes illness and even death. So, by making smart food choices today can help you protect yourself from all these health problems. Our integrative nutrition health specialist, Miss Betty Olainka-Folani Akinlosotu, aka Buffa, wants to see you living your best without any health issues. She made this known in her program showing every Sunday on Healthy Living with Buffa TV. She tells us how our food choice affects our health and how we feel today, tomorrow, and in the future. If you are opting for optimal health, from fighting free radicals to living your way into a healthy and beautiful body, here are some things you must do. Eat a nutritious, healthy, balanced diet every day. Practice your daily exercise and take your supplements, especially vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, and chlorophyll to boost your immune system against free radicals that cause cancer and other diseases. Join us on this program every Sunday, 1:30 p.m. US time, 7:30 p.m. African time, and 6:30 p.m. United Kingdom time, where she educates on health and nutrition as well as features professionals from various fields to sensitize you on wellness. See you there.
Wow. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday to you all. This is your show, Healthy Living with Buffa, coming to you live on the channel, our YouTube channel. We want to use this opportunity to say thank you to all our viewers, our fans, our supporters. Thank you so much. We do appreciate your love and your support. I'm Betsy Olainka-Folani Akinlosotu, aka Buffa. Today on interview segment, we are going to be looking at how to manage dementia and Alzheimer's disease on Health Corner. Best food to better manage these diseases on nutrition segment. And lastly, our guests on interview with experts will be educating us on effects of date on our health and who should eat date. The CEO of this company, Fairmont Global Enterprises, Mrs. Matilda Olajide, will be on the program shortly. She's an amazing, ambitious, business-inclined, and very industrious person. In a few minutes, we're going to bring her on the show. Right now is Health Corner. What do we have on Health Corner? I know you've been waiting for this, because one way or the other, we have one health issue to deal with. And for this reason, I'm pretty sure that this is one of the segments that you love so much, one of your favorites. So we can't even afford to miss it, to skip it. So today we're going to be looking at dementia and Alzheimer's disease. What is dementia? Let's start from looking at differences between the two, because sometimes we get it confused, we get it twisted. It's like people think that dementia is the same thing as Alzheimer's disease. It is not. So today we're going to be looking at both. But before we start, let's look at the overview of each word. As it's mentioned earlier, dementia is a general term for a decline in mental ability severe enough to interfere with daily life. While Alzheimer's is the most common cause of dementia, which means Alzheimer's disease is a specific disease, while dementia is not. So basically, dementia is a group of symptoms associated with decrease, or you can say decline in memory, reasoning, or other thinking skills. Now, there are many different types of dementia which are caused by many conditions. For instance, mixed dementia is a condition in which brain changes of more than one type of dementia occur simultaneously. Like I said earlier, Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia, accounting for 60 to 80% of dementia cases. Many people say dementia is a normal part of aging. They think when you get older, you will have dementia. No, it's not. But it's for Alzheimer's disease as one of the risk factors for Alzheimer's disease. Age is one of the risk factors. So dementia is caused by damage to brain cells that affects their ability to communicate, which can affect thinking, behavior, and as well feelings. That is dementia. I just, summarize what dementia is all about. Now, let's take a look at Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a degenerative brain disease that is caused by complex brain changes following the cell damage. So it leads to dementia symptoms that gradually worsen over time. The most common early symptoms of Alzheimer's disease is trouble remembering new information because the disease typically impacts the parts of the brain associated with learning first. So Alzheimer's disease advances and the symptom gets more severe and include deorientation, confusion, and behavior changes. Eventually, speaking, swallowing, and walking become difficult. Note this, there is no way to prevent, cure, or even slow Alzheimer's disease. No cure, no way for that. So basically, Alzheimer's disease is a degenerative brain disease, and the most common form of dementia is Alzheimer's disease. But dementia is not a specific disease. If you want to look at it, it's an overall term that describes a group of symptoms. So as you can see, the difference shows the meaning of each word. So in summary, Alzheimer's disease is a degenerative brain disease, while dementia is a group of symptoms. Now, I believe you all understand the difference between Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Now, let's look at the causes and the risk factor for Alzheimer's disease. The first one I want to talk about is age. Remember, I said it, that age is one of the factors of Alzheimer's, but not for dementia, because dementia is just the symptoms, a group of symptoms. Now, age, in the sense that when we say age, it means that most individuals with the disease are 65 and older. After age 65, the risk of Alzheimer's doubles every 5 years. After age 85, the risk reaches nearly 1/3. Another risk factor is family history, and that is for those who have parent, brother, or sister with Alzheimer's disease. These are the people that are most likely to develop the disease. Now, let's look at genetics. This could be one of the reasons. And when I say genetics, it means that one of the risk factors, which means is hereditary. Maybe your forefather has it, or your father, your mother, whoever in the family, is like, it's hereditary. You get it from your father or your mother or great grandfather. That's what we mean by genetics. So genetics can be one of the risk factors of Alzheimer's disease. That is brain problem. When you lose your memories, when you can't read, when you can't talk. We're going to talk about the signs and symptoms shortly. So another risk factor is environment. Lifestyle is another risk factor. And other risk factor could be influenced by head injury, heart-health connection, overall healthy aging. And that's the risk factor I'm most interested in. I'll talk about this a little bit more. When I say overall healthy aging, I mean, this study shows and suggested that the strategies for overall healthy aging may help keep the brain healthy and may even reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. So these measures include eating healthy diet, staying socially active, avoiding tobacco and excess alcohol, and of course, exercising both the body and mind. We're going to talk about the healthy diet shortly after the interview with expert segment. Now, let's look at the signs and symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. Number one, when someone is having memory loss that disrupts daily life, you are having the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. When you are having challenges in planning or solving problems, that's another sign. Another sign is when there is difficulty completing familiar tasks. Also, when someone is confused with time or place. You get to a place, you don't know where you park. You're looking for parking for more than 10, 15 minutes. That's a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Or you place something somewhere, you don't even remember where you place it. It's a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Or you're having trouble understanding visual images and spatial relationships. That's another Alzheimer's disease signs and symptoms. Another signs or symptoms is when you have difficulties having a conversation. This is when there is a problem with words in speaking or writing. Another one is when someone is misplacing things and losing the thing that you put before and now you can't even remember where it is. When you're losing the ability to retrace steps, it's another signs and symptoms. The next one, which is number 8, is when there is decreased or poor judgment. And the last one is when someone withdraws from work or social activities. Another one is changes in mood and personality. You don't want to do anything. You just feel like you're just yourself. You're not interested in anything going on around you. That's another reason you can think of Alzheimer's disease coming right to your brain. What do you do if you notice these things in yourself or someone you know, first thing you do is don't ignore that sign or those signs. Do not ignore them. And the second one, which is very important, is you want to take a bold step and see your doctor immediately. See a physician immediately and take care of it on time. This is very important. In conclusion on this segment, which is Health Corner, seeing your doctor earlier will give you early detection. You can explore, it will allow you to explore treatment that may provide some relief of symptoms and help you maintain a level of independence longer. That is all we can give on Health Corner today. I want you to take a look at all that we have said, and I'm sure one way or the other you learned something vital on this segment today. Please sit down, take a look at it. When anything happens to your body that is very strange, take a step immediately and speak to your doctor, speak to a health practitioner. Tell them your feelings, the reaction you're having in your body system. They are the best practitioners to tell you what is actually going on your body. They will either refer you for a test, X-ray, examination before they can treat you. And this will determine the type of treatment you will get after the diagnosis. So let's take a break. After the break is interview with expert. So I want you to sit right and have your coffee with you, because today we're going to have our sister, our friend, who is going to be telling us the benefit in hitting date. So please, in a few minutes, we're going to be right back to our our interview with experts. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to interview with expert we've all been waiting for. My goodness. Our guest on the program today is Mrs. Fehintoluwa, beautiful name, Matilda Olajide. Those three names are so beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Mrs. Matilda Olajide obtained her bachelor's degree in chemistry at Olabisi Onabanjo University at Goiwoye, Ogun State, Nigeria, and her MBA in human resources at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Nigeria. Mrs. Matilda Olajide is the founder and CEO of Fremont Global Enterprises. Please let us welcome our wonderful sister, friend, a business inclined, very industrious woman on healthy living with BOFA. How you doing, Miss Matilda?
Oh, thank you, Ma. Good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. Now, let's start with yourself. We want to know you more.
Okay.
People always say that there is a reason for doing something or having passion for something.
Okay.
There must be somebody or something that inspire us to do things, especially what we really have passion for. So looking at your profile, you have no degree or certificate whatsoever in either health or nutrition. Am I right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So what motivates you into date business? And why this particular business? Why not other business?
Okay, yes, thank you, ma. When I actually started dates and all of that, I didn't start it to be, I hope you can hear me clearly, ma.
Yeah, sure, we can.
Okay, I actually didn't start it as a business, okay. I had issues, okay, and I think I still have issues with sugar. While I was growing up, I discovered sugar wasn't good for me. Each time I took sugar or I took sugary things, it kind of, instead of energizing me and all that, it kind of sapped my energy. So I knew it wasn't good. I would get so tired. Sometimes I would feel like passing out. So I knew I had issues with sugar. And so, I like to stay away from it. So one day, one of my family members traveled and came with dates. I had eaten it before, while I was much younger. Okay, I eaten it before, but I thought it was too sweet. Okay, I ate it again and I couldn't even finish one because it was too sweet, So I just thought, this is honey. Then I'm sure God didn't produce this fruit for us to eat it like that because it felt like eating honey. So it piqued my curiosity, and then I thought, oh, there must be something, I can do with this thing. So I got the idea. I didn't even know there was anybody doing it already. I just got the idea to blend it. It was the dried one she brought, so I just blended it. I added it to my food, and I discovered it was very sweet. I showed it to somebody, we were working together, and then it was like, oh, this is nice, But then I shoved it aside for a while, and then the person I talked about that we're working together encouraged me again. So I went for that to do more research on it, and that was how I happened on the syrup, and I liked it. I said to use it. I gave it to people around that were using by myself. But then I was encouraged to commercialize it. So that was how I started commercializing. I didn't start it as a business at all. I was just about looking for a solution for my sugar issues, and that was how the whole thing started. Yes.
Wow. That's interesting. My goodness. Sometimes I tell people that things that we have passion on later in the future make us to be who we actually wanted to be, putting us on the right path when it comes to wealth and achieving greatly in life. And just like myself, doing this is, I don't have intention of doing this. It's because I have issue with my skin.
Wow.
I was having issue with my skin, and I was like, my goodness. And it was because of what I was eating then that was causing the pimples, the acne and stuff. So when I realized the solution was actually coming from the food. Now, even caused the problem. It's because I couldn't figure it out then. What was the problem? I couldn't figure it out exactly what the problem was from all the food that I was eating. And when I eventually figured it out, I was like, wow, it was like a miracle. So now I developed interest in it. I found passion doing it. And that's why I am who I am today doing this. You understand? It's just like the same thing. So, and I'm so glad, I'm so happy, excited hearing this from you, because I like to get the information like this so that other people can even learn and feel, feel like, oh, this is something I can do. Thank you so much. And I want to say congratulations for that. Now, some people quit along the line in the business because of challenges or risk factors and stuff. They don't want to encounter challenges. They feel like, you know what, I can't deal with this business, too much of challenges, too much of risk in this. I'm just going to quit. How do you feel being a woman doing this type of business? Are there any challenges in this line of business of yours?
Okay, yes, actually challenges, okay, being a woman and doing business, of course there are, but then I look at other women too. There are other women that are doing, businesses like me. I don't know if I'm right to say in Nigeria today, we have more female entrepreneurs, we have men all around. When you go to like Instagram, you discover that a lot of entrepreneurs are actually female entrepreneurs. So there are actually challenges to, doing what I'm doing, because it's actually a new innovation. People are just beginning to know it. So, trying to do public sensitization, running adverts, doing talks like this one, to, going on radio to let people know, and newspaper. I haven't done that already, but it's still in my plans to, allow people to know that, oh, this is equally as good. When they see the syrup, exactly I do the syrup. When they see the syrup, they're like, oh, are you sure you didn't add anything to this? Are you sure there are no thickeners or anything? I'm like, oh, there are no. So I think one of the biggest challenges I have in business, like, getting people to like buy into it, yes. But then I'll say we are doing well too, we're already working with some people who buy into it. We work with some diabetic patients, diabetic clinics who understand. We just tell them that, oh, if you like dates, then you're going to like our dates because it's purely dates, yes.
Wow. It happens at the early stage of business. You will have challenges in marketing, you have challenges in getting your target market, you have challenges actually in financial aspect of it, you have challenges, so many challenges, which I understand. But thank God you are able to skip that. You are able to, go over everything that comes your way and, beat the challenges. God bless you. Now, let's go straight to the product. Let's talk about the product itself.
Okay.
I mean, the date. You say you have it in powder and syrup, right? Which means the syrup can be used as honey for your tea, exactly. And I have a couple of people that have sending me message that, oh, Miss Betty, what can we use to substitute sugar, like white sugar or stuff like that? And it's one of the things that I recommend for people. I recommend syrup, I recommend molasses, honey. These are the three things that are healthy when it comes to, sugar and stuff. Now, we know that dates are a good source of various nutrients to include in our diet. They contain all vital nutrients, such as vitamins, minerals like calcium, iron, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, and zinc. They also contain fiber, energy, and antioxidants. And that as the antioxidants make it, it's a compound in our body system that kills the free radicals that cause diseases such as cancer in our body system, all of which may provide health benefits for us. Now, tell us, what are the health benefits associated with eating date, and who should eat date? You know the reason why I say who should eat date? I'm looking at individuality. There's something we say in nutritional world about individuality. It means one man's food is another person's poison, meaning that what is good for me may not good for your system. It's not because that food is not good, it's not healthy. It is healthy, but our body system, our immune system are quite different. So that is why it's not working for you and it's working for me. If I eat peanut, I'm going to be having, pimples, rashes, acne. So I stopped eating peanut, but because I need the nutrient, peanut is going to give me. So I have to look for something to substitute it that will give me the same nutrient. So I go for almond. So almond is working for me, and it's not probably working for somebody else because of our immune system. So that is why I said, who should eat date? Who do you think should eat date based on our individuality and also our health and immune system? Some people, they don't want to eat it because it's too sugary for them. Maybe diabetic patient, and they can eat it as well because and eating it, they must have it in moderate. So I want you to tell us, what are the health benefits associated with this date? I mean, eating date, and who should eat date?
Okay. Okay, ma. Everyone can actually eat dates. Yes. Okay. Once a child, even children too. Once a child is 6 months and above, they can eat it. Unlike, and they can also use the syrup to, unlike honey. Honey, children can't use honey because of botulism, which can lead to death. But with date syrup or dates, they can actually use in a powder form or in the syrup form. So everyone can use it. Of course, moderation is important for people who have health issues like diabetes and other ones too. For diabetic patients, we advise that they take maybe 1 or 2 spoons at most a day, not more than that. But then this is very good for them because, okay, it's low glycemic. So the body actually works. It's actually easy for the body to like flush it out because of the fiber. So it's actually easy for them. So, and apart from that, it has a lot of health benefits. Even I keep finding out more every day. Okay, one of it is that, okay, I tell customers who have constipation, for example, if you have constipation, you can actually use it to cure it. I actually have somebody, one of our stockists owns a supermarket, and say, oh, your product is very nice. Whenever I have constipation, all I do is just put it in water and then everything goes down. It's energy booster, rather than taking soft drink. If you don't want to take soft drinks, you can actually pour the dates or the date syrup into water, maybe add a little bit of lime, and then you're good to go. It actually takes sugar needs. It helps to fight, like, according to research, if you take dates a lot, it's going to reduce your chances of having heart diseases, like stroke, like hypertension and all that. It's not a drug, of course, but it's going to help to prevent it. It's also good for pregnant women, in labor, like when you're close to labor, it actually helps to ease, labor pains and all of that. And also, it also helps for hangovers. So, like, somebody around you that has a hangover, you can use it to like treat it. Okay, it's also an energy booster to, like, if you are tired, you can just take dates. Like the Muslims, they actually break their fast with dates. It's actually not for religious purposes alone. Also for health, the health benefits, the advice is to, when you want to break your fast, break it with it. It's for the health benefits. It kind of like helps the stomach, so you don't have things like ulcers. So, and also helps to prevent abdominal cancer. Okay, and then reduce, I've said it before, reduce your risk of having heart diseases. And also for people who are on a strict weight loss diet, it actually helps you to regulate your weight too. When you're on a health diet, you don't have to take sugar and all that. But with this one, you can either take it to gain weight or to lose weight. Yes. I can't hear you anymore, ma.
I'm glad you mentioned those health benefits because I was waiting that if you don't mention them, especially the one for pregnancy women, for labor and hangout, the hangover. I know I'm going to mention that. So, but I'm glad you mentioned that. That's a great one. Now, there is no food with no negative and positive effect on our health. We all know that. Either positive or negative, you must get effect of what you put in your mouth. For instance, it is recommended to eat 4 to 6 dates daily if you are trying to lose weight. If you are trying to lose weight, this means there will be what I call adverse effect.
Okay.
If someone like me, I want to lose weight now, like I am now, I still want to lose weight. I know somebody's going to say, what is he losing? What is she losing? Let's say I want to lose weight now. If I eat more than 6 fruits, it means there will be side effects in my system if consumed more than in essence. Now can you tell us the side effects of eating date, especially if we eat more than requires?
Okay,
is there any side effect? Of course.
Okay. Yes, if you eat too much of it, it depends. Some of us actually don't know that we have some issues. You get to know later. Some people might not know that their bodies that that gets to a tipping point that if they take too much sugar, it might react. Dates are actually good sugar, but too much of it can lead to abuse. Okay, like we'll have that. I don't think a diabetes patient should take up to 6 fruits a day. I think it's too much for a diabetic patient. 1 or 2 or 3 at most should be enough. If you take too much of it might give you a pile. We have people who have complained that they ate it and they had pile. I was like, how many do you eat? The person said I ate about 15 pieces a day, So that is, it has own side effects too. Like people who want to lose weight, if you take too much, sugar, too much of it has calories and all that. If you know how to control your calories a day, I think for some people it might be good and some people it will not be good. So all I'll just advise is that you talk to your dietitian. But I think not everybody should take up to 6 a day. If you have any underlying health issues, I think you should just limit it to 3 a day, yes. And for diabetic, it should be like 2 or 3 a day. Or if it works for you, then no problem. Too much of it too, it's an abuse, yes. it has calories too. All yes.
Yes, you are right. Too much of anything we eat in excess always affects our health. That is sure. Thank you so much for telling us this. I'm so grateful. Now, some products need to be kept in a low or high temperature.
Okay.
Some require refrigerator. That means you must refrigerate them. Tell us, how do you store your date? Tell us the preservative process.
Okay, when you say how do I store the dates, is it the date syrup or the date fruit itself?
Both of them. You produce, you make this, both the syrup and the powder. How do we, if I purchase it from you now, do I just buy it and drop it in a refrigerator, or I just place it on my counter or my cabinet? How do I preserve it? Or is there does it expire? Does it get contaminated at a certain time? Does it have, things like that? I want to know.
Okay, yes. Okay, for dates, okay, let me start with the dates. The date fruit itself, the unprocessed one. Okay, dates are hygroscopic. That means they kind of draw water from the atmosphere. Like we have this issue whenever we're producing the powder. You want to dry it, but then if you don't put it in a container or a nylon where you can close it, it might actually get wet again. It starts to get sticky. It looks as if it didn't dry properly because it has taken water from the atmosphere. But then when it comes to the date syrup, okay, you can stay for 1 year. Yes, I actually have one more than 1 year, but then you just have to keep it for 1 year. So how to keep it? It's advisable that you don't put it in your car for too long. The car, especially when you have to lock it in the car and then you park under the sun, but it won't spoil within a day. But if you put it there, if you continue to put it there, you might actually contaminate it because we don't use any preservative. It's just pure dates. Yes. So when you want to give it you can actually put in your fridge, or if you don't put it in your fridge, it won't spoil until 1 year. We have manufacturing date and then we'll have expiry date on it. So you can just keep it in the kitchen cabinet, but away from the gas, so it doesn't take. Just put it in a normal temperature, room temperature. It shouldn't be too hot and shouldn't be just not too hot environment. You can put it in the cabinet, or you can just put it in a place that is not too hot for it. So, and then you can put it in a fridge. You don't have no problem. Just put it in a cool place.
So it's just basically using it like preserve it, keep it like the way we keep our honey or molasses. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you so much for answering that. Now, let's know your customer. It is time to meet your customer. I want you to introduce us to your customer. Who are your target market and how is being distributed? How is your product being marketed? Do you sell as a high-value confectionery of fruits? How can we get it? Your website, your store, your contact number. I want you to tell us in a few minutes.
Okay, well, our customers are, number one, like I mentioned already, diabetic patients. We work with diabetic centers, a few of them, we want to meet more of them. But because of COVID, we're not able to meet them because they don't gather anymore. Like last year, there was no Diabetic Society Day, because of COVID, and they shouldn't go out anyhow because of the pandemic and all of that. So our customers are diabetic patients, their mothers, their children, babies. We have mothers asking, what can I use in my children's food? Okay, instead of using honey, we don't advise honey. Doctors do not advise honey because of botulism, which to get children. Yes, so we advise mothers can use it, babies can use it. And then our customers, to find them online, we have an Instagram page, it's SILAN, SILAN, SILAN date syrup. And then Facebook, we have SILAN date syrup. Okay, and then we're also in stores, too, especially in Ibadan. Okay, since the company is located in Ibadan, we are in over 40 stores in Ibadan. We are in the big, we are in most of the big supermarkets in Ibadan. And then for online, people who are in other states, we send it via delivery. We are actually on Jumia, but then for now, it's on hold for now. So we hope to get more distributors in other states so that our customers can actually save delivery fees, because sometimes delivery fees is a problem for some people. So we are in supermarkets, we are all around, so you can call us on our number. Is it okay to give my number, ma?
Yeah, sure. Let's have your number so that you have it now. I'll also repeat it later.
Okay, the number is 0813-963-0349. That's in Nigeria, +234-813-963-0349. Yes, you can reach us there, yes.
Is this something that we can get on Amazon or any website at this time?
Okay, no, ma, we don't have a website now. We're working on having one. We just use the other social media sites like the Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. But then on Amazon, Amazon is something we hope to get into soon, really. Yes, Amazon is international, but want to go on Amazon, it has to do with exporting. Yes, we need some license to get there. Yes.
Okay, good. Now, I have one question from my WhatsApp. It's saying that I want to go into this business. Is it profitable?
Okay. The business is actually, yes, the business is profitable, but it's a lot of work. Yes. When you want to go commercial, it's actually also capital intensive. So yes, things are actually expensive because they are export products. When you buy it from your wholesaler, it comes in as an export product. It comes from Malaysia, from Middle East, from Niger Republic. So it's actually capital intensive, which you expect capital intensive, and then also the energy you're going to use, the electricity, gas you're going to use is actually capital intensive, but it's something you can do if you're willing to. Yes.
And to start the business, how much do you think one can start with? Do we need a huge amount of capital, or just depends on the quantity you want to start with?
Okay, I would say it depends on the quantity you want to start with. Our advisor is start with little quantity, check it and see that you have gotten it, because some people don't get it right. Okay, and then the ones they do, they actually end up doing the puree instead of the syrup, and then the whole thing spoils. So I would say, first of all, try it out and then give it to your target audience. You must have a target audience because, it's not a very popular product. So you have to spend a lot of money on adverts to getting people to buy into the idea. Yes.
Of course, it's not a popular product, but now everybody are now into making sure that they make their immune system as good as possible. Now, where do you get your raw material? I mean, the raw dates before you start processing it. Where do you get them? Is it from the farm, or you export it? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I actually have a wholesaler. I have a supplier who brings it into the country. Yes, the person gets some of it from Middle East, that's Saudi, and then you get some from Malaysia too. Yes. We produce it in the north in Nigeria, but land is not enough. Yes, you have to go to Castina, which I don't advise you to go to. Yes. Actually, I have a supplier. Yes.
So it's not in Nigeria at all. Is that what you're telling us? That fruit is not in Nigeria, or it is?
Okay, it's actually in Nigeria, but not so much of it. Yes, not, in northern Nigeria, they are planting it, but it's actually not so much. Yes, it can actually not enough to meet the demand. But then the association, what's the name again? There's this association of date farmers and processors in Nigeria. They're talking with the government to start to plant. I think more than 1,000 or 10,000 date palm trees in Sokoto, I guess. But it's going to take about 5 to 7 years, except they get maybe, they get some species that can be ready in maybe 2 years. I hope that's about, normally a date palm tree will be mature for harvest between 7 to 9 years. So if they plant it this year, that's 9 years from now.
Yes. Wow. Wow. So your business involved importing the raw material. Yes, it does. Wow. Congratulations once again. Before we bring this to an end, I just want to read to you all the greetings, the messages from our viewers from our YouTube channel, and they are saying that Miss Matilda, you are a wonderful person. Can you bring it up with?
Thank you.
Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you.
So they are sending messages telling you that welcome on the program. You are great. You are fantastic. Thank you for coming on Healthy Living with Gopher. And I have from here, Utex Entertainment, and that's Mr. Yusuf Olatunji. And at this time, I want to say thank you to Mr. Yusuf Olatunji for connecting us to Mrs. Matilda Olajide. God bless you, sir. And it's also saying that, my goodness, it says that thank you, dear Queen Gopher. Keep on imparting lives with your wealth of knowledge. Well said, man. Thank you, Yusuf. People from Nigeria, Mr. Fagbemi, Sakios, I'm not sure what I know. They are just so sack. Fagbemi, say good job, Gopher and my guests. God bless us, and we should remain blessed. We are blessed. Bless you too, sir. Thank you for joining us on the program today and always. God bless you for your support. And Mr. Let me see. I can't read all these messages. All they are saying is, you are welcome on the program. God bless you for coming. Now, let's quickly have your word of encouragement for the people out there. And bringing this section to a close in 1 minute, I want you to advise people out there, especially the youths who are struggling in choosing career. I want you to tell them how you started and your advice. I mean, give your word of encouragement to encourage our youth there and people who are still struggling with career in life. They don't know what to do. They don't know which business to do or any part of career to go on. So please, in 1 minute.
Thank you, Ma. I'll make it brief. Okay, when it comes to advising people, okay. Yes, this is actually not the first business I'll be doing. I've actually done farming before a few years ago. Okay, things actually didn't go too well. It was actually an interesting one, but it didn't go too well. Okay, so for what I'll tell people is that your journey will actually start, you won't actually plan it. Whatever your hand finds to do, just do it well. It doesn't have to be entrepreneurship. You can be in fit employment. The most important thing is that you are doing something, worthwhile with your time. You're not begging, you're not into fraud, and then you're not waiting for the government. So what I'll say about business is that, well, if I have to do everything over again, it's important that you go for entrepreneurship lessons, entrepreneurship classes, go into it, and also go with the numbers too. When you go for entrepreneurship classes, because I've done a few this year and I learned a lot from it, go with numbers. It just looks as if in Nigeria that we don't have statistics and all that. There are statistics too, like in Nigeria, it is 1 in 17 people that have diabetes due to sugar. And also, according to statistics in Nigeria, the most populated age in Nigeria, the highest population in Nigeria is 4-year-olds. So if you're going to be a business, it should be a business that, that population can, benefit from, from 4 to 19. I think from 0 to 19 years, they are the highest population in Nigeria. So whatever business you're doing, make sure that that's over 70% of population. Make sure whatever business you're doing, that age group is going to benefit from it. Yes, I think I've extended 1 minute, but I have so much to say.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. The key word is just make sure you follow your goal, your mind, your passion, whatever you want to do, just make sure you do it with passion and always follow your mind. Don't let anybody, push you away from what you have in mind of doing. You just keep doing it, be motivated, be inspired with things that are around you. Utilize and maximize on your talent, your potentials, and you will get there. And you're already there. Thank you so much, Miss Matilda, for coming on the program today to provide us with information and educate us on date, fruits, and on your own career. We really appreciate your time with us. And I want to say God bless you for coming on the program. I pray for good health, be safe in everything you do, and good luck in your business. Thank you so much. And at this time, I don't want to say bye to you, but I pray that next time we meet and that is it, we can have on the interview with experts today. I'll see you next time. Have a good night. You're welcome. At this time, we have to go on break. And when we return, it's our nutrition segment. We will be right back shortly. Okay, welcome back to nutrition segment, which says you are what you eat. Of course, we are all what we eat. And today we will be focusing on best food to better manage dementia and Alzheimer's diseases. Let's look at this 8 years food for these diseases, Alzheimer's disease. The following foods are good for the brain as they contain powerful nutrients such as vitamins, proteins, omega-3 fatty acid, and antioxidants. What are these foods? They are plant-based source of helpful unsaturated fats and protein like nuts and seeds, such as pumpkin seed, soya beans, walnuts, canola, sunflower seeds, almond nut, ace nut, cashew nut, avocado, peanut, and their oils. Oils. These are important for healthy brain functions, the heart, the joints, and of course, our general well-being. Let me show you some of this seed and nut, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. I have with me on the program today all these seed, so that you don't buy what is not, what I did not mention on the program. You will know, you'll be familiar with all these products, all this seed, but this is what I eat. And when you are looking at my skin, it is not just something that happened overnight. I walk myself through it. It's a very long journey for me to look this way. And if I tell you what I use on my skin to glow, you won't believe it. But today we are not talking about the skin. We're talking about the internal surface, internal part of our body system. So if you want to work on your brain, certain things you want to put in your cabinet and as well in your refrigerator or food storage. I mentioned granola. This is granola. You can add it to your yogurt. You can add it to your yogurt and make sure you get probiotic yogurt. You see? You can add your granola to your yogurt, and that yogurt works for your gut. The granola seed, nut, you can call it nut. It's also good for your brain health. I mentioned cashew nut. I'm sure you're all familiar today with this. It's in Nigeria, you can get it. That granola, I'm not sure if you can get it in Nigeria, but look for it at the big stores, food stores. I think they should have it. I think ShopRite has it. So this is cashew. We are familiar to that. This is pistachio. This is pistachio. Look like peanut. You have to break it. This is pistachio. This is also nut. And this is also granola, but it comes in chocolate flavor. And we also need chocolate, coffee. I'll get this shortly. So this is the chocolate one, okay? As you can see, this says chocolate is not granola. Granola. That's that. You can eat it like this as a snack. You can eat the other one also as a snack. You can also add it to your, yogurt. I have here with me, this is how the pistachio look like. You see, it's gonna break. You see the mouth opening. Let me take it. This is what you can get to store your nut. You see, see, you just break it. It's very good. So go for it. Pistachio. I have with me here flaxseed. This is flaxseed. flaxseed. Very tiny seed. So good. See, that's flaxseed. You can eat it like this, sprinkle it in your salad. It's good, you're good to go. I have pumpkin seed here. This is all that I eat. This is pumpkin seed. As you can see, pumpkin seed, they're all good for brain. What else do we have? I think that is it that I have for you on nut and seed. Another food I want to mention is oil fish. If you cannot eat fish regularly, you can get cod liver oil or fish oil supplement. Once a day is good for you. Dark chocolate, which contains flavonoids, it's a type of antioxidant. You need to eat chocolate. Dark chocolate, not just mixed one that has other sugary stuff. Just go for 99% or 100% or 98, 100 to 97% chocolate is good for you. Dark chocolate, I mean. Another thing which is very powerful, which you can get more antioxidant from, is berries. Just like dark chocolate with antioxidant. Berries has flavonoids. Flavonoids and antioxidants that kills the bacteria in our body system. Berries like strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, blackcurrant, and more berries. Let me provide you positive effects of berries for you to know that you need to be eating berry. And it's also for your brain, mostly. Berry improves communication between brain cells. It reduces all the berries, reduce inflammation throughout the body. They increase plasticity, which helps brain cells from new connection, boosting learning and memory. You also want to eat berries because it reduces or delay age-related neurodegenerative disease and cognitive decline. You want to go for whole grain. Whole grain like brown rice, barley, burger wheat, oatmeal, whole grain, the bread and pasta. These are very good for your brain health. You want to go for coffee. Coffee is well-known concentration aid. Many people drink it to stay awake and encourage focus. But if I drink it, I sleep off, trust me. I don't drink coffee. I don't normally drink coffee. But the caffeine in coffee blocks substance in the brain called adenosine, which makes persons feel sleepy. So beyond boosting alertness, caffeine may also increase the brain capacity for processing information. So go for it. It has antioxidants that can support your brain health as persons get older. Now, let's look at other things you want to do. You want to eat eggs, you want to eat broccoli, you want to eat kale and dates. Dates. Let me tell you shortly what date does in the brain. Dates helps promote brain health because it contains high level of anti-inflammatory properties. And the consumption of dates helps reduce the inflammation marker present in the brain and prevent rise of IL-6 inflammatory marker in the brain. So you want to go for the dates. You want to add it to your tea. You want to change it from white sugar to date. Substitute your sugar with date. Trust me, your brain will be healthier than before. The last thing you want to do, you want to take vitamins. So vitamins B, C, E. beta-carotene, magnesium, cod liver oil, and so on. This improves the function of your brain. Please, please, and please, there are certain things you want to stop doing. It is very, very important you do this. First thing you want to do, you don't want to eat too much or too little. You want to get enough sleep. You want to keep hydrating yourself. You want to exercise regularly. You want to reduce alcohol intake. You want to reduce stress through yoga, mindfulness, or meditation. Lastly, before we bring it to a close today on Healthy Living with BOFA, I want you to remember the good things, the best thing you can do for yourself, which is very important, is to live a good life. Eat nutrition balanced diet every day. Make yourself happy every time. Don't wait for anybody, anyone to do this for you. Only one life you got right there to live. So make a wise decision today and enjoy your life. Please don't forget this. Eat good food. Take care of yourself, your body. At this time, we've seen things happening around us. Many people are dying without even telling you that I'm going to die. You look at them a few hours ago, they call you, they drop dead. So why are we in this life and we can't even do what is right for our body system? We work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year. Every day, this body requires the best. It deserves the best. So give it to it. Please, it's very important. I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. That is all we can educate and all I advocate on healthy living today. I wish you all safe and good health. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Healthy Living with BOFA TV. Follow us and contact us for any inquiry, advice, promotion, and questions on health-related issue or nutrition on our social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, our website. Our phone number is 917-889-6854. Please WhatsApp only. Please continue to stick with Healthy Living with BOFA TV. Until next week, we come back. I wish you safe, healthy. I wish you good luck in everything you do this week. I love you so much, but God loves you more than I do. So I'll see you next week by God's grace. Till then, stay blessed. See you next week.